In this episode, I'm going to tell you how to get a raise at work.
I think I've had enough of you. I don't have time for you. I don't wanna see this through. Had it with the things you do. I think I've had enough of you. I don't have time for you. I don't wanna see this through. But maybe, just maybe, one more dance, little bit of romance. Go ahead and take my hand, 100-second chance.
How to get a raise at the workplace. It's something that all of us feel that we deserve, right? While I believe that that is true, that all of us can argue in our own way, shape, and form that we deserve better pay, I believe it's important to focus on how to actually go about achieving this. I touch a bit on it in the How to Be a Positive Influence in the Workplace video, but the best way to get a raise is to be the biggest value that you can to those around you. Not just your boss, but to all of your coworkers. From my experience in accounting, what I try to do is figure out what do people not like to do. For sales, it was sending out some weekly order reports to all of the customers. For purchasing, it was something as simple as sending out open order reports to all of our suppliers. For my boss, it was some of the monthly reoccurring tasks, such as the reconciliations and whatnot. These are tasks that the respective departments and people did not typically enjoy doing. So what I did was say, hey, I have some extra time on my Fridays to send out those reports for you. Or I have some extra time at month end to do the reconciliations and whatnot. What this did was bring value to other people. Now suddenly I'm more valuable to each department. Now I'm of value to sales. Now I'm of value to purchasing. And I'm of greater value to my boss. Now, and I didn't exactly go looking for, hey, I went on salary.com and found out that, I got to get these 4 tasks on my resume in order to get paid X amount a year. So basically what I'm getting at is being the biggest value to those around you is the quickest way and really the best way to go about getting a raise. I guess what I didn't add in the last clip either was that these tasks aren't necessarily accounting tasks. You're probably thinking, well, why did you go to sales, or why would one go to purchasing and ask, what are their least favorite tasks, this and that? It was because at the time, I was maxed out at what my current position was, and I had some extra time. So I went to those different departments and just said, hey, I know this is kind of odd. I know that this isn't typically what people do, cross over into different departments or offer to do additional work, but what can I do for you? And that's pretty much the best question that you can ask ever in the workplace. So many people think, well, what can they do for me? What can they do? What task can they give me so that I can earn X amount a year? And really, the best way to go about it is figuring out what value you can give, and the money will follow. I think if you look at anything in life, value equals money. Why do CEOs make the most at a company? Because they're bringing value and making decisions that impact every single person at the company. Why do CFOs make the most out of anyone else in the financial department? Because they're the ones overseeing the financials for the entire company, and so on and so forth. So if you can wrap your head around and figure out that value equals money, you figure out, I've got to bring the most value if I want to make more money. It's a fairly simple concept, but one that, I guess most workers typically don't think about. But it's certainly right, and it's certainly the best way to go about it. So next time you're sitting at your desk and you're thinking to yourself, man, I deserve a raise, or I haven't gotten a raise in a while, I deserve to be paid more. Look at what you can be doing in terms of bringing people value. Are you truly maximizing your position? Getting a raise isn't earned just because you're better at your job. You were getting paid to do that job at the highest efficiency anyway. That's why they hired you. So look beyond what your position is. Look what kind of tasks you can take over, and don't let it necessarily have to be in your field. Obviously, this would be preferred as it can help the resume and everything else that goes along with it. But if you're maxed out in your field, in your department, maybe start branching out, looking elsewhere. This can also help you make great relationships with your coworkers, which in turn will make you easier to be around in the workplace, which will in turn make your whole workplace experience be better. It's really just the best way to go about it. I truly hope that all of you take this advice. I thank you all so much for watching. As always, your time is so greatly appreciated. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If any of you try this out, I'd love to hear how this impacts your careers and your workplace stories. Thank you all so much. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you.